Good evening, everybody. Black Bond here, once again with another video. A lot of good things to talk about this week, so I've had a lot of videos. Videos including Handheld Hypocrisy, the Portable Gaming Ghettos Explained, Valve announces the Switch Pro, Nintendo OLED equals ODead, Street Fighter 4 DLC, Ease 9 Monstrum Nox, so if you like those videos, check it out. Also, I'm on the Weapon Wheel Podcast Sundays at 5:45 p.m. Eastern, non-Shokyo time. So, check out myself, Kid Smooth, Jack Move Johnny, and Broken Games HD on the Weapon Wheel Podcast every Sunday. Outside of giving likes, which we do appreciate because they help our channels and our podcast grow, we do have a Patreon, which has been growing, and we definitely appreciate you contributing to that. It's not mandatory, but if you feel you like the content, you want to support it more, by all means, we appreciate it. Today I want to talk about standards. I'm going to let this burn into your mind on what a standard is. An accepted or approved example of something against which others are judged or measured. I'm going to repeat it again. An accepted or approved example of something against which others are judged or measured. Because we've been having a huge problem with standards in the gaming community, on YouTube, and on Twitter. I've been talking about it on Twitter. Yet another example of people not wanting to hold themselves to the same standards they want to hold others to. Life doesn't work like that, Chief. You're going to have to accept it. The craziest thing about YouTube and Twitter is the things most of you circus rejects complain about are the same things you yourselves partake in. But when someone calls you on it, you act like you're some special snowflake where the same rules don't apply. That's what I'm seeing lately. People want to place standards on other things and other people to which they don't place that same exact standard upon themselves. What do we call that? We can call it unfair. We can call it unbiased. We can call it people thinking that they are more special and privileged than others. Whatever you want to call it, at the end of the day, it's hypocrisy. Whether it's people talking about YouTube channels. Okay, who has more views? Who has more subs? Oh, no. You can't compare YouTube channels and then not take into the objective, quantified fact of views, subs, period. You can't. You can't say somebody's channel is trash and then another person's channel is objectively superior to yours. Money. Money's another good thing. We had people today on Twitter talking about how they make six figures, how they have all this money, but then they're crying because they can't afford to buy a game after paying all of their bills. Well, I don't think you make six figures if you can't afford a video game after paying bills. I'm sorry, so that standard of yours is bullcrap. We have people that complain about me showing off my life on social media. Imagine that, sharing your life on social media, but then I gotta log on to Twitter every day and see Robbie Fox and his beautiful kids and his family. Shout out to you, Robbie. We've got people talking about graphics in video games. This is the meat and potatoes of the video. We've got people like Kofi, Kid Smooth, and others saying that Psychonauts doesn't look like trash. Can we watch this game real quick? Shout out to PS360 HD. How does this game not look like trash? Like what is this? This doesn't look like trash. Look, what is this right here? People are for real when they say this looks good. This looks good. People think this looks good. Like, you gotta be kidding me. And my point here is this. The people that say that this game looks good are not holding other games to the same standard. You want to know how I know? Look at a game like Ratchet and Clank. People were actually criticizing the game and the foliage and saying that the game doesn't look that good. Do y'all remember Spider-Man 4? Puddlegate controversy. People literally zooming in on this game, looking at puddles and accusing Insomniac of downgrading the game. But this garbage, this looks good. See, this is the problem I have with people. You have these insane standards for other people, but when it comes to yourself and or things that you like, you have no standards at all. None. Zero. There's no way you can criticize Ratchet and Clank's graphics or a game like Spider-Man's graphics and then come here and say that this game looks good. Yet another reason I say, what did Sony do to y'all? That you put them on this gigantic pedestal, that you hold them to this super high standard. But when it comes to Xbox, when it comes to Nintendo, y'all have no standards. You got Pokemon that have animations where they're doing quick attack or sand attack or sandstorm. They literally look like they're shaking. Like somebody just took the Pokemon and shook it left and right. You praise these kind of games graphically that look goddamn awful, but then you're highly critical of Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man. Hell, everybody is critical of Sony's games. Critical to the nth degree. But Microsoft or whoever comes out with these trash-ass looking games, and y'all sit up here and act like they look good. Y'all need some help. Y'all really do. Because your standards are all messed up. Your standards are all over the place. You want to put the highest standard on everybody and everything else, but when it comes to you, your life, or anything you like, there's no standards. And that just goes to show you, you're threatened. You're threatened. Just admit it. Just admit it. It's like they say in sports. Nobody's going to criticize a bum for having a bad game. But if you're a superstar, you are under the microscope and the magnifying glass every time. And do you know why? Because superstars get the superstar treatment. And bums and trash and bench players, they get nothing.